Hello guys, welcome to the ADB Tech channel. Today I'm going to explain JUnit testing framework and we can see some sample example as well. And if you see our agenda, so what is JUnit? Important annotations, sample test case using JUnit and Java. Okay. So before talking about JUnit, right? So what is the unit testing? So in any application development, normally we used to do the unit testing before handover to uh, quality testing, right? So unit testing is a like form of white box testing in which test cases are based on internal structure. So it means like whatever the controllers and services we are creating, and in that service functions methods, we have to test right like how the behavior is working as expected or not. So for that, we'll create unit testing. So to achieve this, right, we will use JUnit. So we can see what is JUnit now. So Junit is the most famous framework for writing unit tests in Java. You write test methods that call the actual methods to be tested. So it means whatever the actual methods you are writing under controller or service classes. So for that methods, you will create, test methods in a test class. So by using JUnit, how we can do that, we'll see that in a while. So normally JUnit is a open source framework, so anyone can use this. So today we'll talk about JUnit 4 version. So even we have JUnit 5 as well. I can show you what is the differences in the annotations actually for JUnit 4 and 5. And moving forward to annotations. So if you see here, we have multiple annotations in JUnit. So one is at the rate test. And if you wanted to create any test methods, right? If you define with at the rate test, so that we used to say it's a test, method. And if you see, we have at the rate before class and at the rate before all. So at the rate before class is available in JUnit 4. In JUnit 5, we will have at the rate before all, but both are same purpose we will use. And if you see at the rate after class and at the rate after all, and at the rate before, at the rate before each, at the rate after, at the rate after each. So these are the JUnit 5 annotations. So these are the JUnit 4 annotations. At the rate disabled won't be available in JUnit 4. It came in JUnit 5. So by using this annotation, we can disable any test method. So you wanted to disable any specific method, test cases or test method. So you can use at the rate disabled annotation. So these are the main annotations in JUnit. And let's move to some sample example. So let me open the IDE. Yeah, if you see, I have created one sample JUnit application project. It's a sample Java project only. And inside that, I have created one math calculation.java class. So inside I have created only one method. So get sum of two numbers. Normally what it will do, it will take two integer values as input and it will summing up and it is returning that output to this output. So for this method, so we wanted to create a test case, right? So we need to have a test class as well. So before creating test class, you should check like you have JUnit dependency or not. JUnit, for I have added JUnit 4 dependency jars. You can add JUnit 5 as well if you want. So I'm showing here JUnit 4 actually. And let me open the test math calculation. So this is my test class. Okay. So here you can see at the rate before class, I have one method at the rate before and at the rate after and at the rate after class. And we have at the rate test method as well. This is our real test method. Okay. So inside our test method, I'm using assert equal. This method validates the output of the real method and the expected value. If both are matching, then our test case would execute successfully. Otherwise, our test will fail. So let me see, like here I'm just passing 1 and 3 and the other method I'm passing 1 and 9. You can see that the expected is 4, expected is 10. Let me run this test case. Then we'll talk about other annotations. Yeah, our test case is executed successfully. You can see, right? For example, if I give the expected value is 101, but I'm sending input parameters is 1 and 9, right? Now let me execute this. What will happen? You can see. See, our test got failed. You can see, right? So expected is 101, but actual it is 10. So that's why our test is failed. Now let me revert this change. Okay, I'm just giving same. And if we see at the rate before class, right, what it will do, if we like it will execute while test class is initialized. It means you wanted to create any database connections, okay, before executing our test methods, then you can do those coding under this method. Actually, before class you can use. So at the rate before means each time when test method is executing, each time it should execute before this test method is executing. Then you can use at the rate before. But at the rate before class will execute only one time while test class got initialized. So before will execute each time when test method is executing. And the same way, at the rate after will execute once the each test method is complete. Then at the rate after will execute. At the rate after class will execute once class execution is completed, then it will execute actually. So let me run now again. So now our test class got successfully executed. Test is passed, right? If you see in our test class, you can see, right? So this is before class and before, after a class. So if I go to test method, you see for test method, we will have only before and after, because this before execution of this test method, before will execute, after will execute. Now, for example, if I have two test methods, okay, if I am adding one more method here, so okay, I have numbers one and numbers. Now what will happen? So this before will execute, each test method is executing. It means twice it will execute before, and after also twice it will execute. But after class will execute still one time only. Even before class will execute only one time. So let me run this. So you can see here, right, in the test class, our test case is passed. Before class is executed one time, and you can see before, after, and before, after, twice it is executed. After class also executed one, because for each test method, the before and after will execute. You can see. So for that purpose, we can use. So this is how we can create a basic a Junit test cases. So this is my sample example actually. So in my upcoming video, we can see Mockito and Spring Boot with JUnit examples as well. So this is all about JUnit test case. Thank you guys. Bye.